Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This business is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution list. That way you'll know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and what barrel picks they have in the works. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we discuss the new kit from Four Roses with 50 milliliter samples of all 10 Four Roses recipes. My name is McNew. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Kathy Cool, Lenny Eckstein, and Tim Swyatt.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Hey, guys.
What's happening?
Hey, so we're going to be talking about this new kit that Four Roses is putting out. It's a pretty cool thing. It celebrates all 10 recipes, something that a lot of Four Roses fanatics do themselves. They like to collect all 10 recipes and then do, a tasting. Well, this kind of allows you to do that with just one single purchase. So we'll talk about that and we'll discuss whether or not we're interested in that type of thing. We'll get to that after the break, though. For right now, McNew said there's something she wanted to talk about. What is that, McNew?
Okay, I have been obsessed with this submarine this week, like most of the internet. And I like the memes. I think they're hilarious. I feel bad for the people I deal, but the memes are great. But if we were billionaires, if you were a billionaire, what insane excursion would you go on? Are you going deep sea diving to outer space, just a weekend with hookers and cocaine? Like, what are we doing? What insane thing are you doing if you're a billionaire?
Yeah.
$250,000 for 2 days. What are we doing?
Right. Mine would be very, very simple. It wouldn't be anything like that. I'd want to be able to enjoy that money as long as I could, and I'm not going to put myself into any sort of risk. I would have an open house in Key West. Everything would be paid for. You guys, everybody on here would make the cut. And a lot of other people. I'd be just like, I'm paying. We're all going down to Key West. And if you want to go, and by the way, all meals are on me. And if I'm not around, just bill me and I'll pay for it. And it would be all a weekend all on Steve. That's how I would throw away a bunch of my money.
Yeah, that's safe and fun. Nobody's probably going to die.
Probably somebody's going to die, but that's on them. It's not out of their hands where it's, so it's, we'll lose. We're getting to be that age where people are going to start dropping, something.
Oh God.
A weekend where anything goes, drink as much as you want.
Weekend at Bernie's.
Does this trip that you're planning for everybody on your billionaire day include giving everybody a Crown Royal sack?
Crown Royal sack.
Why?
Because we got Crown Royal guy walking around. Because what I'm thinking is you have that many people on the road getting naked
on the beach.
So
Crown Royal,
the guy on the beach, Crown Royal guy. Can you imagine a picture of all of us idiots there with the Crown Royal guy, with Crown Royal sacks?
So we track him down, of course, which you got to do that anyway, and then we're all dressed like him. So it seems normal at that point.
Yeah,
okay.
I think
that's
so.
Not a bad idea. Maybe it's not a bad idea. I like what you're throwing out there. Here's for our crew here. There's Crown Royal guy, but you can't see in the front. It's actually in the back. It's not much going on there. In the front, though, it's a
the strings from a Crown Royal bag.
It's a Crown Royal bag strings.
Yes,
which I'll have to get. I'm gonna have to get 2 Crown Royal bags because one is not gonna. My waist is too large. Crown Royal guy. He can get away with one bag. I'm gonna need.
I don't get away with one. Have to have a billionaire day to do that. We can just all do that next year.
That's true. That's true. that guy is a piece of work. And I mean, he poses for all these photos with like college kids and shit. I don't know what the hell's going on there. And he seems like he's drunk or on drugs or something. So I don't know what the hell's going on. He's just having a good time, I guess.
He made different life choices. He's all right.
Yeah, he seems happy. He's living that. And he's got a good tan. He's got a good tan.
He's got a good tan.
Yeah, he does.
Not a lot of tan lines either.
No, not much.
Nope.
As much as that little Crown Royal bag can fit. It looks like might be one of the minis too. It's not a lot going on there. It's just very, very small Crown Royal bag.
Hey, you got him on the rocks. You got
yeah.
Also, you're going to kill the ice when you're walking around, you know?
Yeah,
so.
Well, this is true. So that was mine. So that's just me, what I would do. Anybody else have what they would do adventure-wise if they were suddenly a billionaire?
I think I would get in a cage match with Elon Musk.
Okay.
And,
Throttle Elon Musk. Yeah, well, that'd be fun to watch. So
Kathy's a biter and a pincher. I'd watch that. You play dirty. Yeah, there wouldn't be anything. No, you'd be a
she'd eye
frothing
gouge,
at the
nut
mouth,
stuff, whatever.
coming at him.
Exactly.
Exactly.
To do to win. Yeah, no doubt. So I'd watch that, Kathy. Yeah, I'd pay $49.95 to watch that.
There you go.
All right, Lenny. Suddenly you're a billionaire. What are you doing?
I mean, I think it depends. I think there's like the I wouldn't call it like the selfish move, but the non-rewarding of one's friends move would be I would definitely be down for like a round the world motorcycle trip. I don't feel like that rewards anyone else but me. I would certainly bring along some friends. Maybe bring along like some ex-Navy SEALs for like some of the more questionable countries.
Dicier places, yeah.
Yeah, just to clear the path and make sure it's all smooth sailing.
I here's another thing that's going to happen when Lenny's a billionaire. He ain't returning our fucking phone calls. He's got a whole new group of friends, yeah.
And good luck finding tin fish as well. Those will be off the shelves for sure.
Oh yeah.
Nothing but the finest for Lenny.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know, maybe on a just like a more fun level, buy out the front half of Red Rocks, music venue out here and book some really great bands and just bring everyone out. That'd be pretty fun.
That'd be fun.
Red Rocks is great.
Well, none of us will be invited, so yeah. In theory, it's cool.
All the friends are welcome.
Would you order the hail as well, Lenny, or would there be a non-hail thing? That was a whole thing. I feel bad for those people. There are a lot of people hurt.
God, this is a tangent, but I was in Denver yesterday and let me read this. Everybody gets like an Amber Alert or whatever on their phone.
Yeah.
I got one. Here it is. I'm going to read this verbatim. Emergency alert. National Weather Service. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect for this area until 3:45 p.m. It was about like 3 o'clock when I got this. For destructive baseball-sized hail. Take shelter in a sturdy building away from windows. People and animals outdoors will be severely injured.
Oh, wow.
So I get this alert, and I'm at Total Wine trying to check out, and there's a guy in front of me complaining about how he was overcharged. And I'm like, dude, get the fuck out of my way. Like, I'm trying to save my car from being totaled by hail damage. Yeah. So he finally moves along, and I check out. And then he's standing in the way of the door to get out. And I was like, excuse me. And he's like, oh, sorry, I'm in your way again. I'm like, yeah, man, no hurry or anything.
Oh, yeah.
So, I got in the car and picked the best path to outrun the hill. And I managed to.
Right.
Yeah. Go fast.
Get just walking behind like an old person. And no matter what you do, you move to the right, you're trying to get around them. They move to the right. They're not facing you. But whatever you move, it's like you're a joystick and you're controlling them because whatever, and you're trying to be polite. You rarely like to say, get the fuck out of the way or just run around and kind of just get around them. But you're trying to be polite and just then gently walk by them, not make them feel bad because they're old. And they fucking just move. And so, okay, I'll go to the left. Oh, all of a sudden she's wandering to the left all of a sudden.
I don't think they have to be old. I think there's guilty people of all ages that do this. My kid does it at 9 years old.
Just go to New Orleans with McNew. It's the same thing.
Okay.
That's probably.
That's true.
I think we are all thoroughly annoyed by those that have no spatial awareness.
Right.
They might be in one's way. Like, How about a glance over the shoulder, man? Maybe a blind spot mirror that you walk with or something?
Right. Yeah. I'm very aware of that.
Me
It's very
too.
uncomfortable for me that those that aren't, aka the warden. So yeah, got into it at the grocery store the other day because she's taking a turn, and there's a guy. He's like, "Ooh," he stops like that, and she is not going into as you turn into the right. We're going into what would be the right lane. She's going to go into the left. She knows that this guy doesn't. It's like, oh, and then. But she's not even looking at him. She pulls out. I'm like, hey, you're going to hit the guy. And she's like, no, I was going here. Yeah, you know I was going to go here. I'm like, I don't know where
that
they're
guy.
going. Yeah, and this guy starts laughing. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go sit out in the car. I don't,
Yeah, no need for you both to be in the grocery store, right?
Right. There's no need for that. So I just went, sat out in the car, played some music.
Did you like shoulder bump him on the way through too as well? Like get out of my way.
Yeah.
Like give him a little shoulder hip.
Sure. Sure. Of course.
That'll teach him.
So McNew, how about you?
I
You
don't
asked the
know.
question.
You guys
don't
all
know.
had good answers. Really had good answers. I feel like I
climb
would
a mountain.
I'm not climbing a mountain, but I feel like I would do something
Mountains, the Grand
ridiculous.
Tetons.
Like,
The Grand
I
Tetons are easy to climb.
why can't we go to the moon and like put a bar on the moon?
Oh,
That would be
yes,
fun.
that's
That would
sure.
be great.
There we go.
We've been there.
I love it.
That's feasible. It's not unfeasible to go to the moon. We've done it. Why
Sure.
can't
Let's burn through your billion to get a bar up on the moon, whatever that means, and then.
I don't think it's going to be $1 billion to go to the moon.
I think so. I think so.
Build a bar. It doesn't even have to be a nice bar. We can do one of those like backyard sheds. Like it'll probably cost me like $1 billion to get there, and I'm like putting a backyard shed with those pull-out bars. It's going to be fun. Like let's go. Backyard
What do you
bar.
think the second business would be on the moon? You'd have the bar, alcohol. The next one's going to be a brothel before they put a grocery store up there.
Oh yeah.
It's
Absolutely.
the Wild
Come on.
West. Let's do it.
The first person to have sex on the moon. So that would be.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh my! I want to do that. I want to be in
They're in an anti-gravity room, but
Hard enough to do that.
away.
the. I'll figure it out. I want to be that person. I'm going to the moon, guys.
Okay. Well, there you go. Now she's got a challenge. So there you go. There you go. On that note, it is time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with me. I'll go first. I've got St. Cloud. St. Cloud. Looks like a bowling trophy.
Very nice.
All right. Slide on the set. Very nice. That's solid. That could be enough. Many times that's enough. It was I would say out of a 10, that was a 7.5. Could be enough.
So at least I'm here. At least you know you're not losing completely.
Yeah.
You're not last.
Oh, this is true.
We'll see about that.
All right, let's see what Lenny's got a new bottle again. So let's see what Lenny's got there.
I'm excited about this one. Another new acquisition. Yellowstone's American Single Malt. I'm glad to see another player getting in the game.
Okay. I think I got him. Don't you? I mean, that was a very high pitch. It sounded like bubble wrap popping.
Yeah.
Not a lot there. Not a
The
lot
whiskey
there.
is better than
It
the
was.
cork.
It was nice. It was definitely a cork pop, but yeah. All right. Tim.
I'm going to go with some Boxing Bear whiskey out of the ABV Barrel Shop. This is actually bottle number 2 for Syndicate member number 2, by the way. So this is really special. Give it a try.
No, nothing. All
Kathy
right.
Cool corked this one for me. She knew it.
Kathy Cool. Yeah.
It's not there. It's not there when they bottled that.
Okay. Fair enough. Kathy, it's your turn.
I don't know why I'm the only one doing this. I'm having a Four Roses single barrel.
That's weird.
Nice.
Okay, now we know why. There was more desk than bottle, so we're going to say I still have the lead. I've still got the lead. McNew, you're last but not least. What do you got?
B for bourbon from the ABV Barrel Shop.
No, nothing there. Nothing there. I win. Like, very exciting stuff. Cheers, gang.
Cheers.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking about this kit from Four Roses, and we'll decide and weigh in on whether or not it'd be something we'd be interested in. We'll do that in just a few. Let's talk about the people who make these shows happen. First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only sells single barrels. Owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot select. With over 100 distilleries on board to sell us barrels, we are home to the most unique and diverse barrel pick selections in the bourbon world. By signing up for our email, you will always know what we have in stock. In addition to the single barrels, we'll have a gift shop featuring ABV Barrel Shop as well as ABV Network merchandise. We are partnering with vendors like Art Eatables and Old Man Bay Signs to bring you unique items you can't find anywhere else. We will also have a 24-seat classroom where we are offering educational and fun classes like Breakfast and Bourbon, a series where we pair donuts and bourbon, customer barrel picks, and opportunities to learn from master distillers and other bourbon dignitaries. Best of all, we feature a tasting bar where you can try before you buy. All of this is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. If you are in the St. Louis area, please stop by to say hi. If you're traveling in from outside the area, please take advantage of our hotel rates with the Drury Inn and Pear Tree Inn, less than a mile from our shop. This can be done via the links in our Visit St. Louis section on our website. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to plan your trip. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about the Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent trips to Kentucky. Today, he is amongst the leaders of young distillers leaving their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery yields insight on their unique family history, why their products are special, and gives you the opportunity to taste their whiskey, moonshine, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com or visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
This is also Freddie Mills going underneath the alias of Danny Kennard. You can find me on Facebook at any time. Just look up Danny Kennard, but I am Freddie Mills. Trust me.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about Four Roses sample kit.
Yes, we are. So I assume you guys saw this, at least if nothing else in the notes. And what do you think about it? It's $129. It comes with all 10 recipes, 50 milliliters of each. So it's less than a bottle of bourbon, 500 milliliters. And, but it does come with a QR code too, where Brent Elliott leads you on a tasting of those, which is kind of cool. So you have the ability to, watch, Brent, go through these and experience it, with him. So, which is a neat thing. And I mean, I just think it's kind of a cool thing. And they're all at the same proof. Yeah, they're all the same proof too, which, if you collect these and, they're barrel strength, which I prefer barrel strength, but for a true comparison, it's nice to have them all at the same proof, 104 proof, which is nice too. So, yeah, I'm in. If I see one of these, and I don't know what the numbers look like, they've already released it at the gift shop as this comes out, did it right at the end of the month for June, but then in mid July, it's going to start going out to 4 markets: Georgia, California, Kentucky, and Illinois. So, Tim, you got a chance here, man. You got a chance.
I got a chance.
You got a chance.
I'll be taking your orders.
What? Oh, cool. Yes, that'd be good. I like at the distillery, I think there may be enough of these because it's limit 2. So normally if it's something you can't get, it's always limit 1. This is limit 2. So it makes me feel good about the quantities that they're going to have available. So
they're doing a good thing here with this. I think they needed to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
I do.
I agree because I don't understand their recipes. It's always felt like alphabet gibberish to me. I cannot wrap my head around their recipe.
Get all 10, try them all. Yeah.
I can't. Yeah. So I like that all 10 are right there. I think that's really cool for people like me that I'm like, what does this mean? There's a Q, there's an A, there's a B. What is this? I like that they're all right there together for the first time ever.
Yeah. Does anybody else? I collect these. I'm at right now. I'm at 5. So what I do is I've always collected them And then when I get to 10, all 10, and then I pop them open and I do kind of a side by side. Again, they're cast strength. But so I've always done that. And then I start the process over. Then I start collecting again. And you get them at the gift shop at the Four Roses. They used to have 2 at a time. Now it's just down to 1. So it's much harder to do. And then if you go there and you've already got one, it's kind of, well, that's a bummer.
A wasted trip.
Yeah. But, yeah.
There's only so many coasters you can get.
Yeah, exactly. So, I'm sitting at 5 right now. So, yeah. Anybody else do that? Anybody else collect those? Okay, just me. No.
At the Kentucky Bourbon Affair in 2019, I actually did this with Brent Elliott.
Oh, I thought you invented the kits. You were like,
No.
here's an idea.
This is a great idea. This
The
is
event
cool.
was there were like 30, maybe 20 or 30 of us in a room. And everybody had all 10 recipes and you blended and you got to blend your own bottle. And then you walked out with, it was a little bottle, like a flask size bottle, but Brent Elliott was there. Al Young was snoring in the corner.
He fell asleep.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Gotta love Al Young. Gotta love Al Young.
Yep.
It was pretty cool. It was not $124 a person. It was probably twice that, but completely worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, some people have been complaining about the price, and I don't know. I think it's something pretty special, and it's less than buying their limited edition that comes out every year. And again, I know it's also less whiskey, but I think it's a neat thing. Don't complain about it. I guarantee they'll be the ones buying it too. I think they're just trying to keep people.
Think about the other costs trying to hunt for them too.
Right,
The gas costs, traveling around,
like
this,
I
that,
just
and the
talked
other.
about.
Hey, there's opportunity cost on that.
I just was in
How long did it
Kentucky
take you to
last
get all
week.
5?
Yeah, I was in Kentucky last week, and I go in there, and I'm sitting with 5. I buy one, and again, I didn't have my list, so I just buy it. And this is a repeat, but not a terrible thing. I still get the whiskey. It's not like my life is ruined, but I didn't help my cause any. I didn't get to number 6.
You're not accomplishing the goal yet.
Exactly.
Like $130 for 10 whiskey samples isn't insane. Plus, like, I hate a QR code in a restaurant, but I think it's cool here.
I'll do it. Yeah.
It's like Brent Elliott in your house giving you a personal tasting.
I like it. Yeah.
Added value. I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. And it seems like a no-brainer in terms of their brand. Like, I think, Four Roses, for those who don't know, they don't know anything about it. This whole, like, the mystery of the abbreviations that indicate what each one is, they don't know. But for those that do, I feel like bourbon has grown so much now that there is such a broad audience, and people were, they're clamoring for this, and I am. I think it's fascinating. I've never gone through the work to collect the proper bottles. The only gripe I would have with this, I suppose, and don't get me wrong, I'm buying it if it was coming to Colorado or if I come across it. I'd like to see like 100 ml bottle as opposed to
that would be really nice. Yeah.
I'd pay a little more for that even.
Right.
It's just, I think 50 is like, I'll crush the 50 ml bottle. I'm not sharing it.
Right.
I would like 100 ml so it can be shared with 2 or 3 folks.
Yeah.
I think it's fun. Like, if you can find like 3 or 4 of these and get a group of people together, like, let's taste them all together. Like, that would be a fun friend night to.
That would be. I have no idea what the quantity. If Tim can get them, we could do a Zoom where it's just for fun, where it's all just us and our kit, and then we could play the Brent Elliott on the Zoom, and that'd be a fun event.
I mean, I'm curious if this is going to be something that is hard to get a hold of. Like, I don't know if it'll be allocated in the traditional sense, not of the like you'll never be able to find this on the shelf. Just they have a limited amount. But are people going to clamor for it?
I be honest, I don't think so. The Four Roses fans are a tight group of fans.
You're right.
Right. And I almost think what I'm thinking from a marketing perspective, they needed to create a splash on something. And this is right in their wheelhouse to create a splash and get their names in the headlines. If you think about all the other big brands that are out there, I don't see Four Roses out there. They're just not, at least in my social media universe or whatever, I'm not seeing Four Roses marketing a lot.
Well, it's tough for them.
Worse.
It's tough for them. They've got the 4 products and then the once a year release. And it's not like they're going to add a bunch of, it's not like, next week we're going to have our single malt to be. They don't do that. That's not who they are. They're not jumping in with a bunch of new things. So yeah, how do you stay in front of fans, stay relevant in today's age where people are doing things and all that?
You do something like this.
Yeah.
I think though this is also maybe the precursor to like I'm pretty sure I heard that they're embarking or have embarked on a rebrand, which
Yes, yeah.
got my attention because I take zero issue with their existing brand as it stands visually and what it means to, someone who's into bourbon or someone who's kind of new to it. But, it's not Buffalo Trace where everyone loves a fucking Buffalo. But Four Roses, it's a little more, like it's
Right.
maybe like an old world tattoo kind of thing. Like what does it even mean? So
Right.
I'm curious to see what they do with the rebrand and how this plays into that in terms of like, new consumer audience, broader consumer audience. We'll see.
Yeah. So it's fun. It sounds like this group is interested in it. I know I certainly am in that camp, and I'm going to be on the lookout for it. And we'll see what happens. Hopefully I can get one of these, and it would be fun. And yeah, if we can get some for our friends, and we'll just try to do something just for ourselves, just to do it. It'd be cool.
You're going to ask your distributor if you can get some in the shop, right?
Well, no, we don't. We're in Missouri, so it's not on the
Oh, we
distribution
won't even
list.
come
So
in.
yeah, so we
Yeah.
can't get any of it.
You're
I
so
mean, I'd
close
love.
to
We
Illinois
walk into
right
Costco tomorrow, and there'll be like a pallet of it. It'll just be sitting there. Watch.
Right.
That's I'll be able to get as many as I want. Limit two. I'll just keep on walking back in, changing my shirt.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You don't even have to change your shirt.
Yeah.
They won't care.
They won't
They
care.
don't care.
All right. Well, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Kathy, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
Well, you can find me hopping across the river to Illinois after these things come out. And you can find me on Instagram at KK Castring.
All right, Tim.
You can find me shopping for these sample packs in Illinois, in Northwest Chicago, and on Instagram at SwyGuy2112.
Yeah. Tim's got a real chance. We got Southern Illinois. They don't get a lot down there versus Chicagoland. That's when they say we're coming to Illinois, they basically mean we're going to Chicago.
I'm in Chicago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just let me hold
Yeah.
on to my hope, Steve.
Okay.
Don't
Fair
kill
enough.
my dreams.
Fair enough. You'll get land one, I'm sure. All right, Lenny, how about you?
Folks can find me and the rest of Deer Hammer on social media at Deer Hammer, on the webs at deerhammer.com. And if you're in the St. Louis area, you should for sure stop by the ABV Barrel Shop to buy Deer Hammer's finest. But if you're not, you should hop online to sealbox.com and you can order up some badass Deer Hammer single barrel bottles.
All right, McNew.
I'm on Instagram at McNew ABV.
For me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, that thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. We put all of our previous shows. We put our blogs, movie information, a shop, which is defunct by the time this comes out. But we used to be out there because we put everything we do out at abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Also, be sure to check out abvbarrelshop.com. There's more information about our store. It's not online. Our store, and where you can come by and visit us. You're in the St. Louis area. Maybe you want to get some Deer Hammers. Lenny just mentioned. We've got, as soon as you walk in the door, we got Deer Hammer right there. So check us out online. Learn more over at abvbarrelshop.com. McNew, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I would like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review. That includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. And if you like what we're doing, we ask that you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
See ya.
Guys.
Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the Hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, or Neely Family Distillery's Papaw's birthday barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with a national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, but if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.